Today was a very chilly day by August standards. Let's check in with 13 meteorologist Jeremy Goodwin and see when the warm air will come back and when this rain will finally be over. Jeremy?
Hi, Erika. Dealing with extremely heavy rainfall in parts of northeast Kansas this evening. This is from 8:58 p.m. I had this video rolling from Manhattan at the Flint Hills Discovery Center as the rainfall rate was 2 inches per hour. And you can see how extremely heavy it was at that time. In many spots still dealing with rain that's coming down at this rate. Just at that moment, I was able to get video of how nasty that can be. Live video now from the Jayhawk Tower, our Parish Hotels, Ramada Hotel and Convention Center camera looking to the northeast from Topeka, seeing some lightning over in the Meriden area over the last few minutes as heavy rain continues to make its way toward Perry, and also seeing very heavy rain in the Auburn area right now near J. Scheidler Elementary and over to Heartland Park. Wakarusa seeing heavy rain, Eskridge, Bradford, Wilmington also seeing heavy rain. And then down to the south, concerned about folks around Emporia as you're seeing storms developing there that could become more intense. But the rain has been intense already, and we have flash flood warnings in progress for parts of Clay County, also Gary, Riley, Pottawatomie till midnight, and then Jefferson and Jackson going until 11:15 p.m., where many spots have already picked up as much as 3 inches of rain, and more is on the way much of the night. I'll have a complete look at your 8-day forecast in a few minutes. Erika.
Thank you, Jeremy. A Topeka woman was killed while jogging after being hit by a log truck in Idaho. 36-year-old Catherine Katie Rose Malone, who grew up in Topeka, died when she was struck by a logging truck while jogging Thursday morning near the city of Priest River in northern Idaho. According to the Idaho State Police report, Jesse R. Flory, 22, was pulling a fully loaded trailer and negotiating a left-hand turn when he encountered Malone jogging in the roadway. The tractor trailer overturned and part of it struck Malone, who died at the scene. A memorial service will be at 10 a.m. Tuesday at Topeka's First Presbyterian Church. Democratic legislators are calling on the Kansas Department of Corrections to increase pay for officers at its prisons by 10% starting September 1st. House Minority Leader Jim Ward of Wichita said today he believes Governor Sam Brownback's administration could boost pay without legislative action, and lawmakers can then appropriate extra money to cover the raises when they reconvene in January. In the meantime, Republican Rep J.R. Claes of Salina called for a special legislative session this fall to take action on pay increases. Lawmakers in both parties worry low pay fuels staffing shortages that make prisons more dangerous to manage. A former employee of Truman Medical Center Lakewood in Kansas City has been charged with committing sexual offenses on a long-term care patient at the hospital. 49-year-old Louis Soltese has been charged with first-degree sodomy and first-degree sexual misconduct. According to court records, a nurse at the hospital called police on July 29th after allegedly witnessing Soltese sodomizing the patient. The victim is unable to speak and has limited mobility in her arms and legs. A release from the Jackson County prosecutor says when a second person confronted Solis about the incident, he said, quote, "It's true, and I've had this problem for a while," end quote. According to KCTV5, Solis no longer works at TMC Lakewood. Bond has been set at $75,000. An explosion rocked a Minneapolis area mosque today just before early morning prayers. No one was injured, but the incident, which is possibly a hate crime, has the whole Muslim community rattled. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports from New York.
This broken window is what's left after someone threw a bomb inside a mosque in a Minneapolis suburb early Saturday morning.
One of our congregation members came out immediately and he saw a truck fleeing from the parking lot, running very high speed.
Witnesses say the device that exploded was thrown into the imam's office at Dar al-Farouk Islamic Center in Bloomington just after 5 a.m. There were as many as 20 people inside preparing for morning prayers. They were able to extinguish the flames before firefighters arrived. No one was injured. The FBI is leading the investigation.
At this point, our focus is to determine who and why.
Those affiliated with the mosque say it's been the target of numerous hate messages, emails, and calls, and say they believe this incident is a hate crime.
Hate is not okay. We need a better America. Targeting people because of their race, their ethnicity, or their religion is absolutely un-American.
Saturday afternoon, several interfaith leaders from the area gathered to show their support.
An attack on a mosque is an attack on a synagogue is an attack on a church. It's an attack on all faith communities.
The mosque mostly serves people in the Somali community. A $10,000 reward is being offered to help catch the suspect. Wendy Gillette for CBS News.
The imam's office was heavily damaged by the device. Senator Jerry Moran toured work being done on the 13,000-foot runway at Forbes Field, something he actually helped secure the money for. Phase 1 work started in February on the end closest to the Air National Guard base that houses the 190th Air Refueling Wing. The runway is operated and maintained by the Metropolitan Topeka Airport Authority, but a mutual use agreement with the National Guard and MTAA made it possible for half of the cost to be covered by the National Guard Bureau. The MTAA is paying around $1 million of the cost, and the Federal Aviation Administration will cover the rest of the $18 million project.
The runway was in a condition that was kind of falling apart at times, and it had to be replaced.
And that commitment from the National Guard Bureau, that commitment from the FAA to fund this project means that the future for Forbes is brighter than it otherwise would be.
The project will be done in 2 phases, with phase 1 underway now. The second phase will begin February of 2018. Once complete, the runway will have a 20-year life expectancy. The United Nations has imposed tough new sanctions against North Korea following its recent launch of intercontinental ballistic missiles. Danielle Nottingham has the latest.
North Korea will pay a heavy price for launching a ballistic missile into space more than a week ago. On Saturday, the UN Security Council leveled crippling sanctions against Kim Jong-un's regime.
And this time, the Council has matched its words and actions.
The resolution calls for a complete ban on coal and other exports totaling more than $1 billion. It also prohibits North Koreans from receiving work permits. China, North Korea's sole ally, supports the sanctions.
The fact that the Council adopted this resolution unanimously demonstrates that the international community is united in its position regarding the nuclear issue of the peninsula.
The missile, launched on July 27th, was airborne for nearly 40 minutes before splashing into the Sea of Japan. It came dangerously close to an Air France flight with hundreds of people on board. Pentagon officials believe this latest missile test demonstrates North Korea may have the capability of reaching the U.S. mainland. Arms control expert Jeffrey Lewis.
We're in a relationship where we can destroy them and they can destroy us, and we may not like it, but that's where we are.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has left the door open for talks with Pyongyang, but he says they would not be productive unless North Korea is willing to give up its nuclear ambitions. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News.
The latest sanctions come as the U.S. tries to negotiate the release of 3 Americans being held captive by North Korea. The stock market has been on the rise lately, but what does that mean for investors? Jill Scholingsinger has more.
Stocks have climbed to new all-time highs, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average marking another milestone, trading at the 22,000 level. Given the rise, what should investors do? Start by creating or revisiting your financial game plan. Certified financial planners say that a comprehensive plan can help you feel more in control by putting you on track to save enough money to reach your delineated goals. Next, there's no better time to rebalance your portfolio than when stock markets are calm and rising. Confirm that your allocation is what you had previously established, because market movements may have shifted percentages. If not, make adjustments, and if possible, use the auto rebalancing feature that many retirement plans and investment companies offer. Don't forget to free up any cash you might need over the next year for things like tuition, a home down payment, or a car purchase. While you're at it, replenish your emergency reserve fund. That's where you set aside enough money to cover 6 to 12 months of living expenses. For more on how to manage risk amid market records, go to JillOnMoney.com. In New York, I'm Jill Schlesinger.
We have some breaking news to pass along to you guys. There is some flooding across the roadway on 24 Highway, about a quarter of a mile east of US 59 in Williamstown. Fire personnel are standing by waiting for KDOT crews to arrive. Traffic is being allowed to slowly pass through one lane traffic, but it is recommended to avoid that area. The relationship between concussions and football has been a hot topic as of late. Coming up, we'll take a look at some of the things you can do to help treat the symptoms of a concussion. And later in sports, David Beatty needs a quarterback to start the season. His choices are living under one roof.
Banking power. It's all yours with Core First Bank. With your account, enjoy convenient locations, friendly staff, and 24/7 account access anywhere on any device. Banking powered by you. Click or call us today. CoreFirstBank.com.
From kids to pets and parties. Sometimes life's best moments get messy. And for everything life throws at you, there's Carpet One semi-annual flooring sale and clearance. With savings up to 50% on hardwood carpet, vinyl tile, and more. And our beautiful guarantee ensures you'll be happy. So don't miss out. Get the savings while they last at our semi-annual flooring sale and clearance.
Plus, we're your Hunter Douglas window treatment store. Carpet One Topeka. Buy where the builders buy.
It's the Mattress Hub back-to-school event, and Cheap Cheap is ready to educate you for the best night's sleep. We have every budget covered with mattresses from just $99. That's right, $99. Or make it easy with the back-to-school bundle. A queen pillow top, 2 pillows, sheets, and a comforter, regular over $1,000, now just $5.99. It's in stock and ready for delivery, only at the Mattress Hub. Cheap Cheap, you're a little big for kindergarten.
Follow the Cheap Cheap to the Mattress Hub.
You have the power with Core First. Power to make your phone an electronic wallet. Bank with our mobile app. And receive important account notifications. Banking powered by you. CoreFirstBank.com.
This is your 13 weather forecast with Jeremy Goodwin.
Still watching areas of very heavy rainfall across northeast Kansas this evening and likely to go on at times overnight. Now, this is a look at what a 2-inch per hour rainfall rate looks like. That's from the Manhattan Flint Hills Discovery Center at 8:58 p.m. this evening. Now, that's a very common thing going on this evening across several areas of northeast Kansas. I just happened to catch it on the tower camera where you can see how heavy that can be. So if you do have to be on the roads tonight or very early tomorrow morning, use a lot of caution because there will be pockets where the rain is that heavy, and that's looking out at an area where the traffic is stopped at a stoplight or moving very slowly, and you've got lights. So if you're driving down a country road, for example, and you cannot see because there's don't have lights, you're going faster, it's going to be even harder to see than out that tower camera was. Now, looking out from Emporia, the ValueNet fiber camera there looking to the northwest, you can see low clouds overhead, some sprinkles hitting the camera, and we're likely to see some lightning moving back into Emporia very shortly as more storms are developing across parts of Chase County, entering into Lyon County shortly. Seeing sprinkles already, but getting heavier. That's the view looking from the Jayhawk Tower toward the Capitol Dome and seeing lightning on the southern horizon from downtown. And you can see the rain piling up there on the roof of the Jayhawk Tower, our Paris Hotels, Ramada Hotel, and Convention Center camera. And no shortage of areas with heavy rain falling right now. A lot of lightning with this as well. We'll zoom in more closely, seeing very heavy rain in areas like Auburn at this time to Carbondale. Burlingame about to get some of this heavy rain as well. So right along the Kansas Turnpike, if you were heading southwest from Topeka, heading down toward maybe the Council Grove exit or toward Emporia, that would be very difficult driving right now. However, Manhattan has seen things calming down over the last few minutes as the heaviest of the rain has moved south and east of Manhattan, at least for now. But we do have a chance of seeing more storms developing through the evening hours. I'm going to put this back into motion, and you'll see some of these storms in the very north edge of this actually trying to climb northward away from this main line. And the computer models have been watching much of the evening have been showing exactly that we'd see another line of storms kind of pop up here traveling northward. Not a flash flooding situation, but just looks like you may still have a rain chance for areas like Marysville, Hiawatha, and Seneca later on in the night. Active flash flood warnings include the southeast part of Clay County, southern parts of Riley, the extreme northern corner of Gary, also southwest Pottawatomie County, not quite to Wamego, but awfully close to you, and then southern Jackson, much of Jefferson County, Meriden, right there on the border of this, and then everybody else is in a flash flood watch in the green going until 7 o'clock in the morning. So we do expect to see more heavy rain tonight. We've already seen officially 3 inches of Manhattan, almost 3 in Emporia. But this morning, this is earlier today, look at the view from James in Emporia, looking out at the flash flooding.